Business confidence is down. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says. Well, the NAB have released their data from their Business Confidence Index and their monthly business survey today, and I thought it would be worth having a look. If we jump over here to Trading Economics, we can see that business confidence has dropped from a 2 down to a 0. And let's have a look. We'll go to the 10-year data chart, and you can see, it's been above 0 for a while. It's trending down. It's hit it twice in recent times. So let's have a look, guys. Is this surprising to anyone in business? Before I jump into their release, let us know in the comments. If you're in business, how's your confidence doing? So key message from the survey. Business conditions tracked sideways in the month and appear to have stabilized at low levels after declining significantly between mid-2018 and 2019. At the industry level, the divergence between the goods-related industries, the weakest, and the service sectors, the strongest, widened. Construction and manufacturing sectors have stabilized after previous large falls. Mining has also seen a significant pullback on lower commodity prices. By state, New South Wales and Tasmania currently see the best conditions, while Queensland is now the weakest. The recent optimism in forward-looking indicators unwound somewhat this month, with confidence falling back to 0 index points and forward orders reversing last month's increase to again be below average and negative. Capacity utilization has eased over the past 2 months and is now back around average. Surveyed price measures suggest that inflationary pressures remains weak, but has risen somewhat in recent months, including retail in the face of higher input costs. Businesses also continue to face margin pressure, with input costs growth continuing to outpace growth in final products prices. So what does that tell us, guys? People are competing. Overall, the business survey is consistent with ongoing weakness in GDP growth, especially private demand, and suggests there has been little improvement in quarter 4 for GDP. With conditions below average and confidence also weak, there is a risk that employment growth slows and that investment will remain weak despite spillover demand from public sector spending and a stabilization in mining. So I'll just bring up this chart here, which shows where our GDP is heading. Well, the GDP growth rate, it's not looking very good at all, guys, at all. And how they're making statements to, public sector spending. This is showing you the wage growth rate. You can see the divergence between the red line and the purple line in the image there. That's the wage price index for the private sector, which is purple, and the public sector, which is red. Notice how one's higher than the other for some reason. So let's jump back here. So highlights. How confident are businesses? Confidence fell 2 points in November to 0 index points, unwinding last month's increase. How did business confidence fare? Business conditions fare. Conditions were unchanged in the month at +4 index points. What components, because this survey, they've got a series of different components, contributed to the result? A pickup in profitability was partly offset by a small fall in trading conditions in the month. The employment index was unchanged, and the only component currently above average. Well, there you go. What is the survey signaling for jobs growth? Based on historical relationships, the survey suggests that employment will rise around 18,000 per month over the next 6 months. Which industries are driving conditions? Mining, construction and transport and utilities declined in the month. While rec and personal services edged lower, these declines were offset by increases in the remaining industries, led by manufacturing. Wholesale was flat. That's surprising. In trend terms, conditions are most favorable in the services industry and weakest in retail, wholesale, and transport and utilities. Manufacturing and construction rank in the middle. Well, I'll just bring up the building approvals here, guys. We can see how they've took a jump up and now they're trending down. So we'll see if this continues. So which industries are most confident? Confidence decreased in all industries in the month, except for retail and wholesale, which increased slightly. In trend terms, confidence is highest in construction and retail, with wholesale weakest. Where are we seeing the best conditions by state? Conditions increased in Victoria and Tasmania in the month, and were lower across the other states, with notable falls in New South Wales and SA. Overall, in trend terms, conditions remain most favourable in New South Wales and Tasmania. Queensland is weakest and the only state to record negative conditions. So what is confidence like across the states? Confidence declined across all states except Victoria, which edged higher. In trend terms, confidence is highest in Tasmania and Western Australia, and weakest in Victoria and Queensland. Are leading indicators suggesting further improvement? Forward indicators softened in the month and showed some improvement in recent months, or after showing some improvement in recent months. Forward orders declined and are again negative, with capacity utilization now back around its long-run average. What does the survey suggest about inflation and wages? Overall, surveyed price measures suggest ongoing below-target inflation, but have shown some building pressure in recent months. In the month, labour costs growth edged lower, while overall input cost growth was flat. Final product prices growth increased, notwithstanding a decline in retail prices growth in the month, partly reversing last month's increase. So we can see the different indicators here. So business confidence, it was, overall business confidence in September was up in October, down in September, and now back at 0. Business conditions, 2 in September, 4 in October, 4. Trading has been down from last month in November. Profitability is up. Employment has remained steady. Forward orders, it's gone from +3 on the index down to -2, guys. -2. That's a big jump. Stocks are at 3, which is up, and exports is at 0, which is down. Labour cost, percent change in quarterly rate, up for product cost, final product prices up, and retail prices are up. The capacity utilization rate is slightly down at 81.1, down from 81.6. You can have a look here at the retail data. So conditions and confidence, net balance trade is, conditions are slightly up, but they're still in the negative. Confidence is slightly up. We can see here employment, trading, and profits. Employment and trading is heading up, but it's well in the negative territory, guys, isn't it? We'll zoom in to have a look at these ones. We'll zoom in. Retail sub-industries. So food is heading up, the only one positive. Cars heading up, other down, and household goods are heading up. So it'll be interesting to see where these go, guys. We'll have a few more charts here. What do we have? We've got business confidence. Well, yeah, it's down. Business conditions slightly ticking up. I mean, look at where it was, guys. Look at where we are compared to 2018, 2017, even 2016. Here we have components of business conditions, net balance, profitability, employment, and trading. You can see we're all trending down. And business conditions and business confidence. The dotted line is the long-running average, so we're below. We're definitely below that average. Chart 9 is business conditions by industry. Now we're looking retail, business conditions, and confidence. So red is confidence, black is conditions. Down, up, down, down. Manufacturing down, mining down. Where we've got good. Business conditions are good for finance and rec altogether. So you can see it's not looking too rosy, is it? And here we have business conditions by state last month trend. So Queensland, there you go, guys. Western Australia, business confidence is quite high. Tasmania, so not too bad. Except for Victoria and Queensland, we're the only ones with negative business confidence. And Queensland's the only one with negative business conditions. Forward orders, heading down. Capital expenditure. So you can see here where everything is going. Cash flow, down. Stocks, ticking up. And business conditions by state. So guys, there you have it. And I now have the business confidence brought into the chart where we can see where confidence is heading down and conditions are slightly ticked up. And if we remember, we can look at our consumer confidence, it's also down. So where do you think it's all going to head, guys? Where do you think it will be? Let me know your comments below. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a fan of the channel and want to help us produce more, we have a Patreon where you can make a small donation. We also have PayPal, Amazon and eBay referral links, and our merch on Heise Says. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.